Good evening, Niranjan.
Good evening, sir.
So today it is clear voice.
Yes, sir. Now it's clear, sir.
So we'll wait for others.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
தெரியல யாருன்னா இந்த வர தங்கச்சி அவங்க going to the third
Then
layer and
maybe it
things
is the
like
same.
that. என்ன பண்ணும் ஹரிஷ்
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Yes. So meanwhile, before instead of waiting for others, just go through the arithmetic progressions. How many are done? Started doing the arithmetic progression worksheet.
Sir,
Anyone?
completed, sir.
Any doubts, guys? Any doubts? First, go through the worksheet. If you are having any doubts, just we'll go through the revision and we'll go to the case studies after completion. Case studies also done, Niranjan?
Sir, in polynomials, in one case study, I have doubt in two questions, sir. Rest and all, it's clear to me, sir.
Okay. Others? What about others?
Same, sir. Polynomial, second question.
Then we will start with polynomials only. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. You able to see the screen, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah, just we'll start with as usual the basic things of the polynomials. What are the points majorly we have to keep in mind? First of all, different kind of polynomials in last class already discussed. Here we are going to discuss the geometrical representation of polynomials also and zeros of polynomials. Anyone can explain what is the zeros of polynomials? Anyone? Guys? What is the meaning of zero? So I'm starting with the types of polynomials. The first one is linear polynomial. What is the general expression of the linear polynomial, guys? General form of the linear polynomial. General form of linear polynomial is what?
Sir, ax plus b.
Ax plus b, where a comma b belongs to some real numbers. And a is a coefficient of x and b is a constant. If I am taking the graphs for linear polynomials, the graph is a straight line. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Graph of a linear polynomial is a straight line. How many zeros are available for a linear polynomial?
Only 1 0, sir.
Only 1 0. That is called solution of that linear equation if I am talking. So zeros of polynomial, if I am taking ax plus b is equal to 0, so ax is equal to minus b. From here, x is equal to minus b by a. So this is the zero of the linear polynomial. So graphically we can represent y is equal p of x. Suppose in a graph, just a minute. Please let me know how many zeros of the polynomial for this line.
No zeros.
Guys, how many zeros? Sorry, it's a call. How many zeros for this line?
No zeros, sir.
For red color line? Sorry, for red color line?
No zeros, sir.
How
No
we can
zeros.
say no zeros?
Sir, because the line does not cut the x-axis.
The line does not cut the
X-axis.
x-axis. And what about this?
10, sir.
1 0.
10.
And if it is like this?
10, sir.
10.
1 0. Is it possible a straight line cut another straight line at 2 points?
No, sir.
Yeah. So based on this, a linear polynomial will have only how many solutions?
Only one solution.
Now we'll go to this is a graphical way of explaining how many zeros of the polynomial. The next one is quadratic polynomial. What is a quadratic polynomial?
Sir, if it is represented in a graph means the shape of the polynomial will be like parabola, sir.
So I already told you yesterday quadratic equation. Today just we'll see the quadratic expression can be called as a quadratic polynomial. So this quadratic expression is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. So a, b, c belongs to real number. A should not be equal to 0. Correct? So a is a coefficient of x square, b is a coefficient of x, and c is a constant that we already know. So zeros. We're talking about zeros. That means which x value substitutes, the whole expression will becoming 0. There are two zeros of polynomials for this. So alpha and beta. What are the sum of the polynomials? Anyone?
Minus B.
Alpha
Minus
Minus
B
b
by
by
A.
Product of the polynomials,
C by A.
C by A.
P by A. Suppose if I know the alpha value and beta value, how to express this equation? X square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta is equal to 0. If I know the sum of the zeros and product of the zeros, then I can able to write like this. Suppose if I am giving alpha plus beta value is something, alpha into beta value is something. Then if I am asking what is a polynomial, what is the quadratic polynomial where the sum of the zeros is like this and product of the zeros is like this. Clear what I'm saying, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
based on
sir.
this, we are having straight numericals in textbook. Now, graphical representation. So, as per discussion, the graph should cut the x-axis at 2 points. Then only you can say that is a quadratic polynomial. So, how many zeros for this graph?
2 zeros.
2 zeros, sir.
For this,
2 zeros.
2, sir.
for third one,
2 0.
2 zeros, sir.
2 zeros, sir.
what about this?
1 0.
1 0.
0. That means this quadratic expression represents both the zeros are equal and equal to 0. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Even this also same thing. And what about this? Either this or either like this.
No real.
No zeros, sir.
Actually no zeros. But sir, how it is possible without zeros? How I can frame a polynomial? That's a reason there are some numbers which is not available really. Those numbers are called complex numbers or imaginary numbers that we are going to learn in +1. So in this case, we can say no real zeros. Like that you can say. And what about this case?
One zero.
Only 1 0. So that means both the zeros are equal in this case. Now, cubic polynomial. So what is general form of the cubic polynomial? Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. And same as sum of the zeros is if alpha, beta, gamma are the three zeros of this cubic equation. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to how much? Minus b by a. How I can remember these things for any polynomial? It's very simple. Make the highest coefficient is 1. So ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. So I'm dividing whole equation with a, x cube plus bx square by a plus cx by a plus d by a. This negative, this positive, this is negative. So this will give alpha plus beta plus gamma. This will give alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, and this is alpha beta gamma. So from here I can write very easily. Now, what is the sum of the product of two zeros at a time? Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha.
C by A.
Plus
C
C
by
by
A.
A. Product of the zeros is d by a.
D by A.
This is how one of the easiest way we can able to represent. So here also using the graphical method, a graph is interacting at 3 places. Then I can say it is a cubic polynomial, 3 zeros. If it is interacting like this, how many zeros here?
1
1 0.
But this represents a cubic polynomial. Then what is this meaning? 1 0 is real 0, remaining 2 zeros are unreal. Got it what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And what about this? Red color.
2 zeros.
2 zeros.
2 zeros are real, 1 is unreal.
2 zeros are real and 1 is unreal.
Unreal.
Suppose if I am giving zeros of the equation, how to frame the suppose alpha comma beta are the zeros of the equation, zeros of a polynomial. And what is that polynomial? How you will create? I mean, how you will simplify the polynomial? Find the polynomial of where zeros of the polynomial is alpha and beta. Guys, got it? What I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So g of x is equals x minus alpha into x minus beta. So my zeros of the polynomial is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. See, this is sum of the root, sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. Like this, we can able to, even if they won't give for 3 zeros, even they are giving for 3 zeros also, you have to calculate. Now, we'll move to the worksheet doubts first. Yes. How many are done? Polynomials worksheets.
I have done, sir.
Completed, sir.
Yes, sir.
How many are having doubts? If people said some doubts we are having.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Which question?
Sir,
Yes.
21st question, sir. Last question.
Okay, we'll go with Niranjan doubts. First 21st question. Read the case study carefully and answer the 4 points. Application of parabola, the gateway of arc incentives and definitional expansion memorial. Yeah. The general form of a polynomial is, what is general form of a polynomial?
A power nx plus by power n minus 1 plus c.
Why we can't say A, B, and D are the non-polynomials? Got it? What I'm asking, guys?
Sir, could you repeat the question, sir?
Why I can't call A, B, and D is not polynomials?
Sir, A represents equations. Sorry, sir. Sir, it represents a formula, sir. So it can't be the general form of a polynomial.
Okay. Next, what about D?
Sir, in B, all are having the same coefficients, sir. So in polynomial, there can be different coefficients.
So what about second? Second question also you got it? What type of the
Yes, sir.
polynomial as this graph shown?
Linear
Quadratic polynomial.
Quadratic polynomial. Linear polynomial is always straight line. Keep it in mind.
Okay, sir.
Linear polynomial is always straight line.
Okay, sir.
So this is a parabola. Parabola is always a quadratic polynomial. Okay.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
So how we can say this is a quadratic polynomial in, see, it might be why it can't be cubic, why it can't be biquadrilateral, because even cubic also we are having a polynomial where it can intersect only at one point. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So how I can say this is a quadratic polynomial?
Sir, it depends upon the shape of the equation, sir. If you represent any quadratic polynomial, it will be in the shape of the parabola, sir.
Third question.
In third and fourth only, I am not able to do, sir.
In the equation ax square plus bx plus c, if curve passing through 0, 0, minus 3, minus 4, 3, minus 4, then value of ABC is. That means he's saying this is the expression and these are the coordinates need to satisfy this expression. That means what? If I am taking this is y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, for example. If I am substituting this is 0, 0. So what is the y value in the first coordinate? What is the y value in the first coordinate?
0, 0.
0. So a into 0 plus b into 0 plus c. So what is the c value here?
0.
0.
So which option is having c value is 0?
Option A and option C.
Option A. So my answers are either option A or option C. Next, I'm going to calculate remaining two values. So substitute the minus 3, minus 4 in the equation. So what you have to get? Minus 4 will be equal to A into minus 3 whole square plus B into minus 3 plus 0. Why it is 0? Because already in previous case, we calculated C is equal to 0. See, he's saying this curve is passing through these points. How you can trace the curve? What is how you can trace the curve? Generally, how you will draw the line? you're taking x and y, if there is a relation between x and y, suppose if y is equal to x square plus bx plus c, put x is equal to 0, you will get the corresponding y value. Put x is equal to 1, you will get corresponding y value. Put x is equal to 2, you will get corresponding y value. So if you're using this only, you're going to trace the any line or something, correct?
Yes, sir.
That means what is this x and y values? These are the x and y values which is lying on the straight line. That is what we done in pair of linear equations, inequalities or anything. But here it is a curved lines. What is saying is these are the coordinates which is lying on this curve. Got it what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So from here, I got the answer is 9a minus 3b is equals minus 4. Substitute this value, 3 comma minus 4 in the same equation. We are substituting 3 comma minus 4 and c value 9a is equals minus 4, 9a plus 3b, correct? So if I am adding, I will get 18a plus 0 is equals minus 8. So 2 times 2 4s, 2 9s. A is equal to minus 4 by 9. So option C is right answer. Let me check whether I am getting correct answer or not. Suppose if I am taking this A is equal to minus 4 by 9 and substitute in any one equation. So I got 9a minus 3b will be equal to minus 4 and a is equal to how much I got? Minus 4 by 9. So 9 into minus 4 by 9 minus 3b is equal to minus 4. So 9 cancel, minus 4 cancel. So b is equal to 0. So a is equal to minus 9 by 4, b is equal to 0, c is equal to 0. So third option is correct. Clear what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Anyone having any doubt in this question?
No, sir.
No doubt, sir.
Next, guys.
Sir, the fourth question also, sir.
Question, according to the third question, what is the equation of that curve? What are the ABC values we got? Anyone can repeat the ABC values? A is equal to minus 9 by 4, B is equal to 0, C is equal to 0. And curve equation, how we can taken? Ax square plus bx plus c, correct? Substitute the respective values. Y is equal to minus 9x square by 4 plus 0 plus 0. So what is the answer? What is the answer? Fourth question is asking equation of the curve using the question number 3. We know equation of curve, we assumed is like they gave us y is equal to x square plus bx plus c. And there are 3 points on the curve. We substitute the 3 points, we find out the ABC values. Substitute the ABC values, then you will get the equation of that parabola. What is the answer, guys? Silence. Silence is not.
Option C, sir.
Option C. Option C is minus 4 by 9 x square. But we got, yes, correct, minus 4 by 9. But why I took wrong here? Minus 9 by 4 I took. It's a minus 4 by 9. Minus 4 by 9 x square. A is equal to minus 4 by 9, not minus 9 by 4. 0 minus A is equal to minus 4 by 9. It's clear? What is the meaning? See, the hidden meaning only you have to know, then only it will be clear. Otherwise, slight confusion will come. Got it? What I'm trying to say, guys?
Yes, sir.
So this is pure algebra. Actually, we'll call as pure algebra. Anywhere, if they are saying this point or this value is satisfying that particular equation means, or polynomial means satisfying the polynomial or satisfying the equation or lying on that curve means, if you substitute those values, it should give the LHS is equal to RHS. In case of equation, it will be equal to 0. In case of polynomial, that is 1 0 of the polynomial. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So connecting the data is important. See, indirectly he's asking only the according to the given conditions in equation 3, what is the equation? Already they gave the equation ax square plus bx plus c, and they are asking what is AB value. That means what are the AB values you are getting if you are substituting in this equation, that is the equation of the, that is the answer for the fourth question. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Anyone having any doubts in this? Any
No.
others? Yes.
No doubt, sir.
Someone calling? So which of the following is not graph of the quadratic polynomial?
Option D.
Option D. It's a simple. Why option D?
Option D is cubic polynomial, sir.
Cubic polynomial. How we can say it's a cubic polynomial? Why? See, option A is doesn't have any zeros. Option B doesn't have only 1 0. Option C also only 1 0. Both are looking almost same figures. But option D is also having only 2 zeros. Even 2 zeros says why it doesn't have a cubic polynomial.
Sir, option D has 3 zeros, sir.
Sorry, yes, got it. Suppose if it is 2 zeros and but it is not a quadratic polynomial, how we can say? The graph look like this. I will show you the graph. One graph I will draw here. It's very simple. For quadratic polynomial, if I am extending this graph never touch. But here you can't predict the graph how it is varying. It should be like this, or it should be like this. Then only it should be a quadratic polynomial. That is a graphical point of view where we are going to learn a little bit more detail in graphs of grade 11. Grade 11, there is a separate topics related to graphs. Clear? Anyone having any doubts, guys? Please let me know. Shall I give some numericals to solve the polynomials? Anyone having any doubts? Akash, Amrita, Diya. Guys, completed the worksheets. Please let me know.
Yes, sir.
if you having any
Yes,
doubts.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, new guys. Srishant.
Yes, sir. Completed.
Yeah. Any doubts in this? Shall I give some numericals?
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. I think it's a 3 marks or 4 marks question. They asked in board. Division of polynomials is there. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
2009 they asked this one. If the polynomial 6x power 4 plus 8x cube minus 5x square plus ax plus b is exactly divisible by the polynomial 2x square minus 5. That means what is the remainder is 0 if I am dividing with this quadratic equation to the biquadratic equation. Then find the values of a and b.
Sir, in our school they said division algorithm is deleted, sir.
This is deleted, this kind of numericals.
I don't know.
This kind of numericals was deleted. Not
Sir,
given in any exam.
Sir, division algorithm alone is deleted. They informed us, sir.
Is this question is based on the division algorithm?
No, sir.
Will you try?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please try and let me know. Yes, I'm giving 4 minutes time exactly at 6 6 I will call you back again. Everyone, guys, I'm expecting answer. I don't know whom I will ask. They have to give the answer. Just take the time. So please, genuine. If you know, you just say no. Otherwise, you just let me know where you are struggling. Guys, got the answer?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everyone? Srishant, Naomi, Akshita, Harshida, Dia.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's the answer? Dia. Naomi, you got the answer? Ovia, what about you?
I got it, sir.
What's the answer?
Sir, A is equal to minus 20
Okay.
and B is equal to 25, sir.
B also minus 25.
No, sir, only 25. Because I got B minus 25.
Any others? Any others got the answers?
Sir, I got B minus 25.
Yes.
Sir, even me minus 25.
Minus 25. Check. What is the equation you got for with respect to B? Ovia, where you done the mistake?
Sir, I got B minus 25, sir.
No, it will be B plus 25. Check.
Okay, sir, I'll check, sir.
It will come B plus 25. The whole equation should be equal to 0. So each term should be equal to 0. From that, you can get A is equal to minus 20, B is equal to minus 25.
Okay, sir.
Is anyone having any other doubts related to polynomial? Shall I move to the arithmetic progressions? We do the basic revision of arithmetic progressions and we'll move to some numericals. Any doubts in the worksheet of the arithmetic progression?
No, sir.
Arithmetic progression sheets was shared. Any doubts anyone having? So except Sn terms, rest of all the things is there. Am I right? Some of the n terms, that is only not there, correct? That is also there. Niranjan, what is the deleted in AP?
Sir, the last word problems are
The
deleted,
last word
sir.
problems are there.
Then Sn is there, correct?
Yes, sir, it is there,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It's there.
We'll start with the definition of the arithmetic progression. Anyone can give the definition? Sequence definition is what? When you can call a sequence is defined as an order or an arrangement of numbers whose each element is associated to a natural number. Whose each element is associated to a natural number. It's very simple to understand. Sequence is little different. Arithmetic progression is a particular case of sequence. So terms means each number is called term. General term means it's an equation or it's a polynomial or it's a statement which can replace the whole expression in a single statement. Suppose if I'm saying general term, it represents the nth term. If I'm keeping as n is equal to 1, 2, 3, you will get the all the values of the sequence. Am I right? Suppose if I'm saying 2n is general term of a sequence is 2n. So if I am putting n is equal to 1, I will get 2. If I am putting n is equal to 2, I will get 4. For n is equal to 3, I will get 6. So 8, 10, and so on. This is the sequence I will get. Next one is we are going to define the finite sequence and infinite sequence. What is the meaning of finite sequence, Naomi? What is the meaning of finite sequence and infinite sequence? Sandhya?
Sir, finite sequence means it has a last term, sir. Infinite.
Be there. I can say there is an ending. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Infinite means
Never ending.
Never ending. No ending. I can say there is a last term for the finite sequence. There is no last term. It is purely based on given situations. Correct? So, two-digit number. Finite series or infinite series?
Finite.
So, odd numbers. Two-digit numbers. So, it's a finite series 11, 99. Correct? Odd numbers.
Infinite.
Infinite series because it's a 1, 3, 5, 7, and there is no ending. There is no ending odd number. List of natural numbers. Finite or infinite?
Infinite.
Infinite. 1, 2, 3, and so on. And list of first to 10 natural numbers.
Finite. Finite, sir.
And multiples of 6 within 100.
Finite, sir.
Finite. Yes. After this, there are some numericals based on this. Next one is progressions. What is the meaning of progression? How we can define a progression? Progression is, there is a little difference between sequence and progression. All sequences can't be progressions, but sorry, all sequences can't be progression, but any progression we can call as a sequence. A sequence whose terms either numerically increase or numerically decrease. Either numerically increase or numerically decrease is called sequence. Sorry, it's called progression. Progressive means some change should be there. It's called, that change should be fixed. It's called a progression. That means either it should be increase or either should be decrease. You should not say one time it is increasing, one time it is decreasing. So, for example, what are sequences we can say? 3, 7, 11, 15, and so on. List of the prime numbers also a progression. But we can't say it is a related. We can't give any relation. So far, no one developed the relation between the sequence of the prime numbers. Next one, 1 by 2, 1 by 5, 1 by 8. This is what kind of progression? Increasing or decreasing?
Decreasing.
Decreasing. So out of there are many progressions like this. So out of this, we are having only one progression. Just for example, I will give you the same topic will continue in grade level also. We are having arithmetic progression, and also we are having geometric progression in 11th and harmonic progression. But in 10th standard, we will learn only AP. Again, in 11th standard, we are going to learn all these three. So when we can call a progression can be called as a arithmetic progression.
When the difference between two consecutive terms is constant.
In short form AP, the difference between
Two consecutive terms is constant.
two consecutive terms is constant. Or another way, any other way you can define? A, B, C are in AP. When I can say mathematically, I can say B is equal to A plus C by 2. Then I can say the three terms are in AP. This is one more way of explaining AP. Or a sequence can be called as a arithmetic progression if its term continuously increase, its terms, improvisation of the, or some other way of explaining the first statement. Its terms continuously increase or decrease by a fixed number. This fixed number is called what, Niranjan?
Sir, common difference, sir.
Fixed number is called common difference. These are the basic data we have to keep it in mind when you are proceeding to the arithmetic progressions. So suppose if I am giving some sequences, how I can say whether it is arithmetic progression or not? 7 minus 3, 4, 11 minus 7, 4, 15 minus 11, 4. So then I can say the given sequence is in arithmetic progression. Clear?
Yes, sir.
What is the nth term of an arithmetic progression? Nth term of AP.
A plus n minus 1 d.
A plus n minus 1 into D, where A is first term, n is position of the term, like D is common difference. So this will can be represented with an. Clear? What is the sum of the n terms in an arithmetic progression? Sn formula over here. N by 2
Sn
into
equal n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d, sir.
a plus
N minus 1 into d.
So here D is a common difference, n is the number of terms what we are going to add, and a is the first term. How I can calculate the nth term of an AP if I am giving Sn and Sn equation? If Sn equation is given, how to calculate the Tn value? Anyone? How I can calculate the Tn? Guys, what is the meaning of Sn? Sum of the n terms.
Sum of n.
What is the meaning of Sn minus 1? So Sn means, suppose if I am taking Sn, first term plus second term plus third term plus and so on, n terms, correct? Sn minus means first term, second term, third term plus and so on, n minus 1 terms. Suppose if I am subtracting Sn minus 1, I will get everything will cancel together and only I will get Tn. So if they are giving the sum of the n terms equation, we can able to calculate the general term of the equation by using this expression. It will be useful in some numericals. Is it clear, guys?
What is the full form of Tn?
Nth term.
Okay, sir.
Nth term, like your an, Tn, an both are same.
Okay, sir.
Tn or an. Nth term.
Okay, sir.
Sn is sum of n terms. Sn minus 1 is sum of n minus 1 terms. Clear? How to calculate the middle term of a sequence? Just I don't know the last term. How to calculate the middle term of the sequence if I am giving the n terms? How to calculate the middle term of the sequence? Guys, clear? Shall I go to the last one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How to calculate the middle term of an AP? How we can calculate? There are two cases, correct? Anyone can able to recollect how to do these questions? Is there in syllabus? I think so. It is there. Guys, is there everyone?
Yes, sir.
Is there or not, Niranjan?
Yes, sir.
If the number of terms is odd, how to calculate? N
N
plus
plus
1 by
1 by 2.
if number of terms is even, you will get 2 terms, correct?
Yes, sir.
N is even. If number of terms n is even, so n by 2 and n by 2 plus 1. Not n plus 1 by 2, n by 2 plus 1. This is how. So all the numericals was clear. From the worksheet I'm saying, guys.
Sir, I have doubt on the 13th question.
Sorry, ma. Question number
13, sir.
13. Once again. Two APs having common difference. Read the question. Who is having the doubt? Please read the question. What is the given data? First, understanding the given data is important. Two APs. There are two series having the common difference. Same common difference. What is this meaning?
Sir,
Suppose
both
the first AP is A1, A2, A3, for example, like this. The second AP is B1, B2, B3, like this. Clear what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2 will be equal to D, and B2 minus B1 or B3 minus B2 also D. The first term of an AP is 1 AP is 2. So this I am taking as 2. And that of the other is 7. The difference between their 10th term is the same as the difference between their 21st terms. What is this meaning, guys? What is this meaning? Ovia.
Sir,
What is this meaning? The difference between
come.
the terms is same as the difference between their 21st terms. That means if I am taking the 10th term of, yes, 10th term of first series and 10th term of second series, that is second AP. Suppose if I am getting A10 minus B10 should be equal to A21 minus B21. That is what he's saying. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear what I'm saying? The differences of the 10th terms of the difference between their 10th terms is same as the difference between their 21st terms. Now, how to calculate the A10 value? What is the AN or TN formula? AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into
1 into D.
So 2 plus 9D, correct? So Bn is equal to B plus N minus 1 into D because common difference is same. So this will be how much? 7 plus 9D. This is a A10. This is a B10. Same as calculate A21 and B21. So A21 is equal to 2 plus 20D.
20D.
B21 is equal to
7
1
plus
plus 20.
20D.
So this A10 minus B10 should be equal to A21 minus B21. So 2 plus 9D minus 7 plus 9D. So he is asking what? He's asking us to calculate what finally?
The difference, sir.
It is the same as the difference between any two corresponding terms y. Here also I am getting 20 plus 20d minus 7 plus 20d. So 20 cancel. Here I am getting minus 5. Here also I am getting minus 5. What is a common thing? If you observe, if you take any terms like this, see the first term plus what other thing you are adding is common in both the terms. Suppose if I am taking first A10 and B10, only the variation is A plus that n minus 1 into D is common. This n minus 1 into D is common. Am I right? How you will justify this answer? In case if exam comes same kind of question. What I'm trying to say? How will justify this answer? It's very simple. Suppose if I'm taking the difference between these two terms is how much? 5. Here also, what is the difference between these two terms? 5. So like this, I can say if I'm taking any two corresponding terms, this number is changing. Whatever the change here it is coming, the same change will come. This first term is always fixed. So the difference between any two corresponding terms is always 5. The difference between any two corresponding terms is always 5. That's the reason. That is the reason you have to mention here. Hence, even if I am taking A30, B30 also, I will get the difference is 5. Simple. 2 plus how much? 29D. This is 7 plus 29D. Here also the difference is 5. So how I can write the difference between any two corresponding terms. This statement is important to conclude your question. Any two corresponding terms of such AP is the same as difference between their first terms is same as difference between their first terms. Only the deal is, suppose it is starting with 2, each and everything 2 plus D, 2 plus 2D, 2 plus 3D. But it is starting with 7, but 7 plus D. The increment in first sequence and second sequence both are same only. That's the reason here, if whatever the difference I'm taking, the corresponding terms, it is always equal to 5, 5, 5. So that is a conclusion statement we can able to write here. Is it clear, guys? How to proceed to this kind of questions?
Yes, sir.
Any other questions, madam? Anyone? Any other
Sir?
question? Yes.
Sir, I have doubt in quadratic equation worksheet, sir.
Some quadratic equations.
Yes, sir.
And one second. Which question? Meanwhile, you can tell me. I will search the question. Just a minute. I will open the quadratic equations.
Okay, sir.
Just let me know what is the number of which question it was.
Sir, 16th question, sir.
Just 1 minute. Just I'm trying to open the question. Sixteenth question.
Yes, sir.
Find the value of k for which the roots are real and the equal of equation. When the real roots and equal roots are real and equal, when it is possible? When it is possible? Anyone?
Sir, if the discriminant is equal to 0.
And discriminant is equal to 0, the roots are, first of all, is the given statement is in the proper standard quadratic equation, like proper form?
No, sir.
No, sir.
First, what in this question? What is the first step in this question?
Sir,
Convert.
we need to rearrange. Sir.
Rearrange all the terms. Collect all the x squared terms at one place. So collect. So k plus 4 into x squares. I am writing little bit directly, guys. If anybody is not clear, please let me know. K plus 1 into x plus 1 is equal to 0. Is this the proper form of the quadratic equation after converting from given data to like this?
Yes, sir.
So in this case, what is the ABC? This is A, this is B, this is C. A square, ax square plus bx plus c. So if delta is equal to 0, then the roots are real and equal, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what is the delta value? B square minus 4ac. B square is how much? K plus 1 whole square minus 4 k plus 4 into 1. So what is the equation I'm getting? So k plus 1 whole square minus 4k minus 16, correct? So again, I'm getting a quadratic equation of in terms of k. So if I'm solving, what I'm getting here? K square plus 2k plus 1 minus 4k minus 16 is equal to 0. This is k square, 2k minus 4k is minus 2k, 1 minus 16 is how much? 15, correct? Minus 15. So what are the factorization I can get? K square minus 5x plus 3x minus 15. So this will be k minus 5 into k plus 3. So my k value is 5 or minus 3. Is both the values will satisfy? Clear, guys, what I'm saying? Is both the values will be valid here?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Is both the values are valid because it is satisfying. 5 is also real number, minus 3 is also real number, and it is satisfying k plus 1 whole square minus 4 of k plus 4 is equal to 0. So whenever discriminant is satisfying, both the values is possible. Here we are having two different k values for this question. Is it clear, guys? You have to just recollect the discriminant concept here to understand what is the given data and what I have to calculate. Guys, what is the Monday class? Monday, are you having any class?
We have tests, sir.
Monday, what test?
Maths test.
Max full portion test.
Okay. Then we will have on Sunday morning as we discussed. I already told to Raghava sir, he will share the timing. Maximum tonight I will remember. I will give a reminder to him. He will share the timing according to our schedules. Okay. Anyone having any doubt in the arithmetic progressions or polynomials? Because the Monday class might be, I will extend a little to complete all the doubts and some extra numericals. I will give you what other thing we missed yesterday. Some case studies. Most of the timing we will spend for the case studies on next class. That means the compensation class. So anyone having any doubts, please ask. Otherwise, we'll wind up. Guys, anyone having any doubts?
No doubts, sir.
Okay, we'll meet in the next class. Bye, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.